Let's go on a bit of a journey through some of the incredible work that BP and Microsoft are doing together, empowered by a whole host of partners from across the ecosystem. So first, let's start by bringing up a digital representation of BP's operations around the coast of the UK. I'm going to be following along here on a digital twin app. So to really go after what we're looking to do as a planet and as a species, we need to be able to change how we generate, how we distribute, how we consume power, all up. So let's go and take a look at some of this technology. So first of all, heading over to the wind farms off the coast of the UK. Here, BP have the opportunity to use some of the amazing work they're already doing with real-time telemetry, connections on the edge, security, to bring tens of thousands of data points from these wind farms. So as we look here, we can see airflow across the facility. We're seeing predicted weather conditions to understand how to optimally set up the wind farm to utilize well. Some of these critical sensors are giving us feeds to understand vibration issues, potential changes in torque, behavior that we don't want to see. All of this enabling to really understand the health of the asset, how it's operating, and what we can do about making sure that it is operating as efficiently as possible. These kind of alarms are critical to cut through the noise of the data that people often see and really be able to get right to the key actions to make the right kind of decisions that are going to keep people safe and the assets operating well. However, one of the big challenges is that without physically being there in these remote and harsh environments, how can we really understand the full health of the asset? Traditionally, we'd often have to do very dangerous and time-consuming inspections with people where they literally have to climb up onto the windmills and look and inspect all of the blades. Here, we can deploy drone technology, utilizing LiDAR, thermal imaging, some of the advanced optics to inspect every inch of it in a matter of minutes when it used to take days. Really understanding what's happening beneath the surface of the blades. These capabilities can really help remote operations team mean that when the wind is blowing, we're generating sustainable energy for the grid. Let's go and take a look at some of the technology that they're also using to reduce their current operations emissions. So here you can see a representation of the Clare Ridge. It's a huge asset, massively complex. The areas I'm highlighting right now is where power is generated for use in the facilities. Over here, you can actually see where all of the different pumps and infrastructure that's currently drawing energy from this power generation to deliver the value. However, how to know what to turn on, what to turn off, how much to run at what pressures in this changing environment while still meeting safety and production standards is a massively complex problem. In this twin, we're bringing together hundreds of billions of data points real time. We're extracting key information from structured and unstructured documents like maintenance records and audits, using partners like Cognite to bring that data into context, using incredible capabilities from ANSYS and the simulation teams there to really understand the physics of what's happening and how that compares to the real world. Bringing all of that together so that the operations team can get to the right insights, the right decisions. You can see how critical these assets are. And so the end-to-end security is just absolutely essential. Being able to use some of the latest investments to ensure we're constantly analyzing for threats, constantly adapting to changing threat vectors, and making sure that this critical data is streaming securely to the operations and back to the facilities. It's actually incredible to think how this optimization technology and this security and technology can have an amazing impact on our vision for cities also. So let's go and take a look at what's happening in the cities and how this technology can be applied. What's really interesting is how power is changing and the challenges that brings. So traditionally, we would generate in one central or central large places and then distribute to the consumers. Now we're living in a world where everybody can be producing power, storing power, distributing power. The cities can have e-vehicles used as storage. We can have consumers with solar panels on the roof. Businesses changing how they optimize their HVACs and AC systems to make sure they're minimizing their impact. But if we could connect this whole ecosystem together securely in one central place, we would be able to provide optimizations of the end-to-end network. These are just some of the exciting things that we're seeing materialize now and are excited to keep investing in the future.